Hi everyone, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft and I'm back. So I know I haven't had a video for ages now. I only got back from Las Vegas, I think very early Wednesday morning. So I just really wanted to come on and touch base with everyone just to say I'm still here, I'm coming back. But I do want to make some cute little projects today using sort of scraps and things. So first off, I want to say I was heavily inspired by Septeria 18. I've mentioned, I'm sure she's called Sandy. I've mentioned her channel a few times over the years because she really does do some adorable little things. So I'll put the link again for Septeria 18. But have a look because all of our stuff is just so cute. So we're going to make these really sweet little embellishments and then I'll just basically fill you in on everything that's been happening. So I want to show you what we've got. So I've made quite a few. They're sort of like little paper ruffly things. You can make them as flat or, you know, as sort of deep as you want really. And you can use them for lots of things. You could put them in little journals or albums. You could put them on cards, little gift bags, anything. I'm probably going to gift these to my pen pals. So that's a paper one. I made another paper one, but this one is a lot bigger and it's got a lot more little things on it. And then I started making some from vellum, which these are my favourite, I think. Oops. There's another vellum one. And I also used a little border die along here, which gives it a sort of faux stitched effect. And then another one there. And it's just really using like little heart paper scraps, little teeny tiny hearts off some little dies that had, you know, the cut out pieces. So they are dead easy to do. And as I said, you can just use scraps and stuff, offcuts, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to do another vellum one. So I had some vellum scraps, and like these were actually cut off the front of a paper pad, so I'm probably going to use that. And I've also just cut some border dies just from little scraps of card, paper punches, anything. And this is the tiny little cut out hearts. And then you can, if you have some maybe little butterfly dies or little paper punches, anything, just, you know, raid your stash, see what you've got. So I've got this. I'm going to use this same die again, and I'm just going to cut it out of each side of the paper. Now I think this is 1 1¼ inches. It doesn't really matter what the length is. I mean, it's 6 inches, so it'll make a decent one. And I'm just gonna tape that on. So I'm just gonna use the little die cutting machine that I've got. So yes, it was a bit of a disaster actually, because we were pretty ill halfway through the holiday, and the flight or the journey home took 2 days because the first flight was delayed for I think 6 hours. So we spent probably all day Monday in Las Vegas airport. Do you see there? And then when we went to get on it, it had been rerouted straight to London Heathrow, because originally it was going to be Las Vegas to Phoenix, Phoenix to London Heathrow, Heathrow to Newcastle. So it was better in that we didn't have to stop off at Phoenix, but it meant it was a longer flight. I think it was over 9 hours, and it was probably the worst flight of my life, but never mind. And then when we got there, we needed to board our last flight to Newcastle, and found out it had been cancelled and there wasn't going to be any more for 2 days. So we basically had to get a taxi from London Heathrow to King's Cross Station, a train from there to up in the northeast where I live, which took a few hours, and then a taxi there from home. So I think we got in about 12 or 1 in the morning. It was horrible because we were both ill, and the best bit was they hadn't put our luggage on the flight, so the luggage is delayed, lost, I don't know. It's been 6 days I think now, and I have had a text saying apparently it's going to be delivered in the next day or 2. So I can't share anything with you until I get it. So as soon as I do, I will share what I got. I didn't get loads, but I did visit, like, you know, Michael's and Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Daiso, Dollar Tree, pretty much all of them, really. And I mean, it was great. I did enjoy it. The heat was unbelievable, but there is no humidity, so it was just a dry heat. But it was like record temperatures, I think, like 110 Fahrenheit and stuff. But I could tolerate that because it's the humidity that I hate, not the heat really. So when you've done that, you're basically just going to start to sort of fold in like this. And you can do them sort of any way you want really. So there's a few there, and then I'll leave a bit of a space and do a couple here. So that is sort of what you end up with. It's like a sort of little ruffle embellishment. And then if you want to make little sort of tails, you can cut them with your scissors. And then I just sort of get a bone folder and just flatten it down a bit. I'm going to do it on the reverse actually. I don't want to knock the foiling off the vellum. And with it being vellum, you don't really need to glue these, but if it's the paper ones, you may need to glue underneath. And it's just a case of choosing any papers you want or whatever you fancy. So I might trim this down and put this in the middle, and then I'll probably just speed it up while I sort of embellish it. Okay, there is a little new one that I've made. They are so sweet. So just get whatever scraps you have and whatever little punches or dies you have and make some. So I will be back hopefully in a couple of days and I can share with you the stuff that I purchased from Las Vegas. I mean, I didn't get loads and loads. I got a bit, but probably not as much as I thought I would. Probably because I don't really need anything, but I did still buy, you know, a decent amount of stuff. So I'll share it with you when I come back, when it comes back. So thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now.